No! No! I know what this one is. Hi guys, it's Bella. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I can't even believe I'm saying this, but we are doing our March TBR video. How fast is this year going by? Like, what? Normally I do like a TBR jar or random scratch off prompts, but this month we're doing something new. For the first time, I went and bought some wrapping paper and I wrapped up as many books as I could before I ran out of wrapping paper and randomized them. I shuffled them all up so I don't know what book is what. They're all numbered, and then we're going to use a random number generator on my phone, spin the wheel, and whatever number it lands on will unwrap the book and pick our TBR that way. I've seen lots of people do this type of TBR video on YouTube and I just love it. I think it's so fun. I'm really excited to do it. I also love unwrapping gifts. I'm like I love getting gifts, okay? So this feels like Christmas and I'm for it. I had a terrible reading month in February. Stay tuned for my reading wrap up. It was actually horrible and I didn't read a single book that I picked for my TBR. I was in a huge book slump, so this month, I'm hoping for some redemption. I think I'm going to start by picking 7 books, but depending on what they are and how I'm feeling, we may end up picking 10. If you guys like book content, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up, and let's just get right into the TBR video. I found this random number generator wheel online and I'm just going to spin it. I inputted all 26 numbers, so let's spin it and find our first book. Didn't realize there was going to be sound. Okay, number 4. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Okay, number 4. Let's unwrap it, see what we get. Oh, okay. This is Nothing Serious by Emily J. Smith, and I think HarperCollins just sent this to me. I'm not sure when it comes out or if it's already out. I'm not sure, but dating's a killer even when it's nothing serious. I think it follows 2 different people, and one of them is a guy who goes on a date, and right after this girl goes on a date with him, she's found dead in her apartment. So he ends up needing help trying to figure out what happened that night and how she ended up dead the next day. So we've got a little fun thriller. It's actually really short, I think. Let me see. Oh yeah, it's only like 260 pages, but this sounds really good to me. I'm in the mood for some short thrillers, and I've never read a book by Emily J. Smith before, so I'm very excited about this. Okay, next spin. Number 8. Okay. This one feels thick. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have The Dawn of the Cursed Queen, which is the 3rd book in the Gods and Monsters series. It's like the Book of Azrael series. I read the Book of Azrael and then I think it's Throne of the Gods. I think that's the second one. I read those like, I don't know, like 8 months ago, and I loved them. But for some reason, I like finished the second one and was like, I need a break. Like, I'm kind of done with this story. So I never picked up the 3rd one. It's been a long time since I've read this series, so I'm definitely going to need to do a little refresh and then get back into this world. I did really love the Book of Azrael. Like, I thought it was so good. It was a 5-star read for me. So hopefully I can just dive right back into the series and pick up where I left off. 3rd spin. The noise is kind of a lot, so. 20. We're getting all even numbers. Number 20. My dog is sitting next to me and she's like, what are you doing? Okay. We've got After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which was actually on my TBR last month, but I just, again, like I said, huge reading slump, literally didn't read at all. So I'm really excited about this. This is about a married couple that decides to take an entire year apart because they're just having some issues with their marriage. They need to go on some self-discovery. You know, they need to see, if we spend an entire year apart with no contact, what will we feel after that year? And I'm very excited to read this. She's one of my favorite authors of all time. Like, she could literally write about dirt and I would read it and love it. So I'm very excited to read this book. Fourth spin. I turned the sound down because I was like, guys, I can't do this. It's too loud. $19. Okay. Oh my gosh. It took me forever to get this book in here. Let me see. I never put like big hardcovers on the middle and bottom shelf because you can never get them out. At number 19. Oh, yay. Okay. We have Listen for the Lie. This is a book of the month book I got like sometime like in the last year. I don't even remember. I do know that it's about these two girls that were like kind of the hot shots in their small town. They're from Texas. And so they're best friends, and one night one of them is found wandering the streets covered in her best friend's blood, and so everyone thinks she's a murderer. And now it's been years since that night, and she's moved to LA and she started a new life. And there's a new huge hit true crime podcast called Listen for the Lie, and its very good looking host Ben starts to investigate the murder from years back. And yeah, it says the truth is out there if we just listen. So another fun little thriller, and this one sounds really good. Like, I just love this type of story. You know, the best friends, one ends up dead. It's very interesting. So I will finally be reading this. Hopefully. We're getting out of this slump, guys. We're getting out of it. Fifth book. What are we going to get? Number 1. That's fun. Okay. Number 1. Okay. We got some more fantasy. We've got A Court This Cruel and Lovely by Stacia Stark. And this is a series I want to read really bad. My mom read it and said it was like one of her favorites she's read. And from what I can remember about this book, it's where when you're born, the gods take all of your power because that's what like feeds the borders. It's like really similar to Crescent City. Any human that manages to keep their power is known as the corrupt, and they're burned, they're killed. So our main character, her power is forbidden, obviously, and it's discovered, and so she's forced to flee her village, and she ends up making a bargain with a mercenary, and that's kind of where it goes from there. So it's given romantasy, and I'm all about it. And I'm pretty sure this is on Kindle Unlimited if you're interested in this series, so I'm definitely going to be reading it there. If it is on Kindle, I'm pretty sure it is. Let's do our 6th book. What are we going to get? $22. No. No. I know what this one is. No. I have owned this book for a year, and I have never even had the inkling to try and read it. I've never once been like, oh, let me try A Little Life. Never. Okay. Okay. I know nothing about this book except it follows 4 college classmates, and I know that it's very sad and it's traumatizing and heartbreaking and all of the things. So that's all I know about this book, and it's probably going to destroy me. Although I will say, if I actually can read it, I'll be so proud of myself. So maybe I will read it. Stay tuned. This TBR is turning out to be crazy. Okay, 7th spin. We're probably gonna do 10. Like, I just know myself. Number 2. Number 2. Oh, fun. Okay. This is one I was looking forward to for a long time, and I finally was able to buy it when it came out. It's called Jackpot Summer, and it's about a family who win the lottery, and they basically think that their messy, terrible lives are gonna like forever be changed because now they've come into all this money. They'll never feel rich unless they can pull their family back together. So it's about them winning, but not all the siblings winning, and then their summer as millionaires and trying to keep their family close-knit. That would be insane. I can't wait to read this. It sounds like it's gonna be fun, but also intense. So I don't know. And it's by Alyssa Friedland. So yeah. So we're just gonna keep going because I am an overachiever. And I think this is really fun and I don't want to stop. So, 8th book. '23. Okay, got number 23 right here. Ooh, fun. Okay, if you've ever heard of Delilah Green Doesn't Care, it's like a sapphic romance, and the author Ashley Herring Blake wrote 3 books in that series, and so this is the 2nd one. It's Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail. It's another sapphic romance. It's about an interior designer. Okay, yeah. She was dating a guy in the last book. Well, she was engaged to be married, and she ends up breaking off her engagement to focus on her career. And then she's asked to be a designer for this new Inn's renovation and to be featured on a popular HGTV show. She's really excited, and you know, she ends up, you know, you get it, it's a romance. So yeah, I'm excited about this because I really liked Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I thought it was really fun and cute, so I'm really excited about this. And I really want to continue that series. It's been like months since I read the first one. Number 9. We already had 22. Spin again. '22 again? Girl, we already had 22. That was Little Life. Ugh. The universe really wants me to read A Little Life. Are you freaking kidding me? It's 19. We've already done that one too. Spin again. Okay, it's number 3. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to read this. It's Nocticadia by Kari Lake. And I have like 3 or 4 books of hers on my TBR, and I have not read a single one, but I feel like everyone and their mother is obsessed with this one. The book says, "The dead teach the living." After watching my mother succumb to a mysterious illness, I promised myself 2 things. I would find the cure for what ravaged her and leave the godforsaken city where she abandoned me. 4 years later, she receives an acceptance letter to Dracadia University. It's one of the oldest, most prestigious schools in the country. It's on a secluded island off the coast of Maine, and it's rumored to be haunted by the souls of the mental patients exiled there centuries before. Okay. Deverick Bramwell. Okay, that's a name. Known on campus as Dr. Death, is a brilliant pathologist in charge of the Midnight Lab. He's also my devastatingly handsome professor. Okay. I crave his authority, he aches for redemption. Together we're toxic. For the dead have much to teach, it's only a matter of time before Dracadia's most depraved secret is resurrected. I'm gonna eat this up. I may literally start reading this today. I'm gonna eat this up, you guys. Oh, this sounds so good. Thank God. Thank God I pulled that. Last spin. Number 6. This is our 10th and final book for the TBR in March. Okay, solid. We have Pictures of You by Emma Gray, and I honestly don't know anything about this book. I saw another booktuber reading it like a few months ago, I think. What would you do if you could start over? Imagine having a second chance with the one you never forgot. Evie, I think that's how you say her name, she should be grieving her dead husband, but since the car crash that claimed his life and landed her in the hospital, she can't remember him at all. The only person who can help her piece her past together is her high school best friend, Drew Kennedy. When snippets of her memory start falling into place, Evie wonders exactly how she ended up in a life that couldn't be further from the one she ever dreamed of. This time around, she's seeing all the things that she missed and the life that she gets to choose again. Oh my god, it's a second chance at life. That is so crazy. This is actually the craziest concept ever. I can't even imagine getting in a car crash, losing all memory of the husband that just died in said car crash, and then you just like get to start over at life. Okay, I mean, I guess that's one way to deal with the husband's death. You don't even remember it. That's crazy. I feel like this is gonna be really emotional and really sad, but I'm ready for it. I feel like I can handle it. This is like the craziest TBR ever. It is so many genres and so many feels. Let's go through all 10 books again really fast that I picked for this month. Okay, obviously we have Pictures of You. We just talked about it. We have Nocticadia by Carrie Lake. Fun, fantasy, creepy, dark academia vibes, fantasy. Did I say that already? I'm ready for that. I'm ready for this literally in my bones right now. We have Astrid Parker Doesn't Fail, a fun little enemies to lovers, like workplace, close proximity, sapphic romance. Jackpot Summer, all about family, winning the lottery. Money doesn't fix anything. I feel like that's gonna be the premise and this, you know, the outcome of the book. The moral of the story, A Little Life. Sad, heartbreaking, awful, gonna destroy me from the inside out book. It's also huge. It's like 800 pages. A Court This Cruel and Lovely, a fun romantasy where the gods take your powers when you're born and our main character is found with forbidden powers, so she has to escape. Listen for the Lie. This is the one about the two teenage best friends and then one of them ends up dead, and it's about the podcast trying to uncover what happened all those years ago. After I Do by Taylor Jenkins Reid, about separating from your husband for an entire year with no contact and seeing how you feel after that year. We have the third book in the Gods and Monsters series, The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. Last but certainly not least, Nothing Serious. This is the one about where the guy goes on a date and the date ends up dead the next morning and they have to uncover kind of what happened between the date and the morning. So that is all 10 books that I will be attempting to read in the month of March. And I'm very, very happy with these 10 books. I feel like when I pulled my February TBR, if you watched that video, I was like really disappointed with all of the books that I chose. And I think it's like a mix between that and then a specific book getting me in a book slump that just totally ruined my month of February. Like I just could not pick up a book to save my life. I do have a reading vlog coming in the next couple weeks where I'm reading new releases, and one of the books in that video is what puts me in my slump. So we'll kind of talk about it there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and watching all of my videos. I appreciate it so much. Hopefully I can read these 10 books this month. Manifest that for me, please. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and just, you know, what books are you reading this month? Comment down below because I would love to know. I will see you guys next time when I post a new video. Bye guys.